What's going on, guys? Really excited today because I'm on the range with the UMP. And if you watch my old videos, you'll know that I got a German parts kit. So this is the UMP 40 German parts kit with the Gideon Shadow Omega receiver that they've made. So we're here today to shoot it, talk about it a little bit. The MP5 in this gun, even though this wasn't as successful as the MP5, it just has that look about it. It looks amazing. Got the EOTech on. This is new. I got to sight that in still. So let's just get to shooting it. Real quick, let me first tell you, since this is the first video I've done with the gun, it does kick pretty hard. Now, because it is just direct blowback, the bolt is heavy. Even in semi-auto, just as you've seen it. This isn't a full auto gun, but even in semi-auto, it jumps around a lot. As far as, you know, just resting my cheek down, I mean, it's slapping me pretty good. You can definitely feel the weight moving back and forth, jumping this thing around. When I look down range through the sight, it's all over. So I gotta do a better job with this as far as keeping it down, keeping it tight, and trying to reduce the recoil where I can. So let's continue. Let's shoot the rest of these off. I tell you what, it jumps around, but man, it is cool. I wish it was full auto. It's not, but I tell you what, you can't beat the quality. You know, I talk about Omega on my Instagram posts, but you know, this is their receiver. This is Wade's baby here. It just works. It shoots. Never had an issue, and you saw it here. So if you ever had any questions about, well, you know, should I get an Omega receiver for my UMP build? The answer is definitely yes. So if you can find a parts kit, cool. If you want to just buy a complete, American made, you know, go that route, but you can't beat that iconic look of the UMP. All right, so here on the tabletop, you just saw me shooting with the 40, flawless, perfect. I got the EOTech dead nuts sighted in pretty much at about 20, 25 yards, so we're good to go on that front. But what I want to talk about with the Gideon Shadow and what Wade has done over at Omega has made this interchangeable with the other two caliber options, or all three caliber options. So my kit was a 40, but with the removal of a few pins, you can easily swap out and make it the 9mm or the 45 if you have the barrel, the mag, and the bolt. So everything else, you buy the gun once, and then if you wanted to, and now the barrels and the bolts, they are expensive, but if you wanted to, all you need to do, if you want it in 45, buy a 45 barrel, buy a 45 bolt, and a 45 mag, and all of a sudden you got a UMP 45. Same thing with the 9. I talked about that in my tabletop video when I first reviewed it. So let's see if we can't go ahead and just change it up and turn it into a 45 UMP and then get it shooting. All right, here we go. And of course, always go through HK parts should you need anything HK related. But now what we're going to do is swap this over into a 45. So I got my 45 bolt here, got my 45 barrel, and I got my 45 mag. So what they've done is they've made this barrel pin a push pin, secure it in the same way everything else is secured. That way it's easily swappable to swap out these barrels. All right, so you just saw how easy it was to make the swap from 40 to 45. A couple pins, couple minutes, now you got yourself basically a brand new gun and different caliber. So big old 45s, let's do it. You know, the only thing I've noticed about the USA made mags is they need a little breaking in. They're a snug fit. You got to really kind of smack them in there to get them to seat into place. And the first one I had with the 40 before it broke in, it wouldn't lock back. They're really tight. So if you get the USA made mags, expect a little fitment issues at first, but the German mags never had any issues. So let's see what happens here. Actually, that one sat in pretty good, so clicked in. No issues there, so maybe it was just that mag. That mag was a little messed up. Here we go. .45 auto. Woo-hoo-wee! Yo, let me tell you something. So it almost felt like, so the 45, it was not that much more noticeable of a recoil impulse of the 40. Now I don't know if it's because the 45 is a slower bullet. It's not as hot, but it almost felt like the 45 didn't really jump as much as the 40. I mean, don't get me wrong, it jumped, it thumped, but I don't know if it was because it just felt like the 40 was hotter. Like it kicked a little harder into my shoulder. So I don't know, there's that. There it was, guys, 45, just like that with the Omega system. Popping pins, you are good to go. So again, you can do the same thing with the 9, easy swap. Let's just do that real quick and just show you all three. All right, guys, last but not least, the 9mm version of the UMP. This is my least favorite of the three because it has that curved mag like an MP5, and a UMP, to me, that classic iconic look, is straight mag. Talked about that too in another video, but so here we go, 30 rounds, 9mm with the 9mm barrel, bolt, and mag. So let's do it. Let's dump it. Mag seems to fit seat well, so no issues there. Looks like I overran that one. This is a fresh mag. This is a brand new mag. May need be. Yep. Had a failure to eject there. Mag's a little tight. Blame that on the mag. Let's run the rest of it. There you go, guys. UMP clones, Omega Gideon Shadow. I'm telling you what, if this doesn't demonstrate why you should get a UMP, why you should get the Gideon Shadow receiver from Omega, I don't know what will, because literally within minutes, I just swapped it from my original 40 to 45 to 9mm easily with just the barrel pin and the pin holding on the receiver, swapping it out, and you got 3 different calibers to shoot. Now, the 9mm, obviously soft shooting, similar to the Scorpion Evo. Man, I'll tell you what, I love the 40, I love the German 40, but the 45, man, the 45 felt like a softer shoot. 9mm obviously was softer than all three. 40 and 45, you can't go wrong either way. I just like a 40 because you get the more capacity, you get 30 rounds in a mag as opposed to 25. But a lot of people like 45s just to have that big old thumping round. And I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. I just stick with the 40 because ammo's cheaper for the 40. But there you go, guys. I can't say enough good things. Of course, hkparts.net if you need anything HK related. The Omega Gideon Shadow receiver if you're gonna do a UMP build. Definitely check them out. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.